And we are back with the Women's World Open Handball Championship. On the right, you see Priscilla Shumate. And on the left, from St. Paul, Minnesota, that is Anna Christoff. Anna is the current World Handball Champion, and I believe you've had some association with Anna in terms of handball, Leanne.
I've been lucky enough to play doubles with Anna for the past few years, and she's just a phenomenal player. This will be a great match. Anna's continuing her domination of handball, but Priscilla's had one of the strongest years that anyone could have.
Priscilla has won all three major national tournaments this year, the 1-wall, 3-wall, and the 4-wall. And here she is trying for the World Championship.
Priscilla just made a hand error right there off the back wall, but it's early in the match, and it's a tough glass back wall.
1-0.
It's a mistake on Anna's part. She's trying to catch that side wall to come around the wall, but Priscilla was able to get her right hand on it and put it down.
Describe to our viewers, if you can, Leanne, how difficult it is when that ball is coming off the rear glass wall to return it.
Well, first of all, it has a slightly different bounce coming off a glass wall. Secondly, that's a dark glass, so it means that you have a hard time tracking the ball or following it. So you're trying to move your feet, find the ball, and hit a good shot. And all three things have to happen.
Right.
And Priscilla's wearing a handball-colored shirt. What do you think of that?
We women do that.
It doesn't look like it's causing any problems for Anna Christoff, and that was a great placement by Anna.
Well, Anna saw Priscilla pinned on the right side wall, so it was a logical choice to hit it down the left.
Both these gals move so well. They get into position so quickly.
Well, their footwork is just excellent.
Priscilla has longer legs, and she takes longer and what looks like to be slower strides. Anna takes shorter, faster strides, but they both get to the ball better than anyone.
We are watching highlights of the Women's World Open Handball Championship, which took place in Plains, Illinois.
Down ball. Point.
Priscilla Shumate serving at 3-1.
Priscilla's serving into the left glass, trying to get Anna to use her overhand. And Priscilla actually got a bit of a setup there, but made a hand error.
That she did. She looked uncharacteristically uncoordinated, which I think she's one of the most coordinated athletes I've ever seen. So I'm glad to see that she can look like I can sometimes.
That's a tough serve into that deep left corner. Anna's got one of the greatest power serves in women's handball.
Her arm preparation on her serve is excellent. Arm is cocked, elbow snaps, wrist snaps, finger snap.
You saw that last shot, which is a pass shot to the right, but Anna took it left-handed. She can generate a lot of power with either hand. You'll see Anna use her left hand a lot more than some of the other women.
And that's one of the things that makes the game of handball so difficult, is the fact that you have to be ambidextrous. You have to develop your offhand, or you cannot be competitive in this game.
Priscilla trying to dig up Anna's kill, and she didn't quite get to it.
4 serves 3. Point.
Anna actually made a mistake on that serve, and it caught the side wall, went to Priscilla's right hand, but Priscilla gave her a setup.
That was a great serve.
Another tough serve.
Anna really knows how to hit that ball, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. She has nice footwork and technically perfect stroke, which makes her generate a lot of power.
That was a short ball, so she gets a second serve. Must pass both white lines. This will be a lob serve. Ooh, she got that one too.
Almost got that one.
Almost. If there was another layer of paint on that front wall, I think it might have made it.
3 serves 6.
Priscilla, too, has a beautiful serving stroke. Tough serves. Perfectly placed.
Side wall, front wall, kill.
Away from her opponent. Perfectly placed.
You're watching highlights of the Women's World Open Handball Championships. That's Priscilla Shumate in the blue shirt and Anna Christoff in raspberry. We should mention that Anna Christoff probably has the best record among women players, the top women players over the last 10 years, would you not say?
I would agree with that. Anna's dominated along with another fantastic player, Lisa Frazier out of Winnipeg. Priscilla's just coming on to the pro scene and has had phenomenal success in the past couple of years. But Anna overall has the best record.
Well, it's nice to know that both Anna and Lisa Fraser now have some real strong competition in the form of Priscilla Shumate. She is really a fast-rising star on the women's handball scene.
Yes, she is.
She's getting her serve down on the left, so it's not coming off the back wall. Excellent serve.
Now you can see how tough that left corner is. Just solid glass.
Down ball,
There's
side
a hand
out.
error from Priscilla.
Priscilla giving herself a little bit of coaching, telling herself to get closer to the back wall to retrieve those.
Anna with a 2-point lead at this stage, 7-5. Wow, that was a nice get. There's a wraparound shot. That's a smart shot. And Anna can't handle it off that back glass, which causes problems for everybody.
Priscilla uses a lot of walls when she hits defensive shots. You'll see her hitting the 3-wall wraps or catching a side wall, and every wall that ball hits makes it more difficult for your opponent.
That was good strategy, Leanne, wasn't it, to hit a wraparound shot at that point?
When you see Anna in the front part of the court, a good strategy is to hit a lot of walls and hit it deep, and she made Anna run, and Anna couldn't get her feet into the shot. Anna now defensing it. A lot of this game is anticipation, and there's some parts of this game that are pure reaction, and that was a reaction shot on Anna's part.
I love how easily Priscilla hits the ball with her left hand. That was a left-hand ceiling shot. I know an awful lot of guys who would love to have a left-hand ceiling shot.
That's right.
Well, you watch both these players, and when
Good
they're
rally.
hitting the ball, it's
Point.
very difficult to tell whether they're right-handed or left-handed. They've developed their offhand so well, and they can hit the same shots offhand and stronghand.
It's amazing how quick Priscilla is, not just with her long legs, but she just has a quickness through anticipation of the shot.
She got trapped on the right wall there, but was still able to get out to the open court where she knew the ball was probably going to go, and it did. She got the ball.
Priscilla's a tough player. She's one of the rangiest women players there is, and she can pick up a lot of shots that you wouldn't expect her to.
Okay, resume
And we're
play.
back with the
Score
highlights
is
of the Women's
10,
World Handball
serving
Championship match in the Open Division. Anna Christoff serving to Priscilla Shumate.
Point.
Anna has a nice lead on Priscilla, but you never, ever, ever have a comfortable lead on her. She's come from behind so many times in so many matches.
Wow.
Off the back wall.
That was one incredible shot. Well, I'd sure like to see that one again. And she kills the ball. That was a great rally for Priscilla Shumate, and I think it showed you why she is the top player in the world right now in the Women's Open Division.
You'll see in this rally that Anna actually hits several shots right back to the middle to Priscilla. And when a shot comes to the middle, you have lots of options.
And look at this, Leanne. Look at that shot. How amazing. How many women could have made a shot like that?
Well, it's a desperation shot, but to have the wherewithal to even think to do it is amazing.
Exactly.
You see Priscilla following the ball really nicely with that footwork.
You can really see the power they generate, both of them, on these.
Absolutely.
Shots.
Here's Anna hitting to the middle.
And Priscilla rolls it out flat.
Yep.
Just amazing handball. These gals are really among the athletic elite in a very tough ball game.
And you look at Priscilla, she's down by 5 points now, and she's still very composed, very much into the game mentally. Mistake off the back wall, but another one. Ooh,
Well,
again,
point.
Anna got into a rally where she just hit 2 or 3 right down the middle, and Priscilla capitalized on them.
But moving ahead now, it's 11-7.
Point.
Priscilla just scored another one. That ball sort of just came out in a strange fashion. I don't think Anna was ready for that.
I agree. Get some tough bounces in these courts. Priscilla's starting to generate some momentum on her power serve. It's frustrating Anna a little bit.
Have these gals ever been timed by radar as to how fast they're actually hitting that ball?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're hitting it close to what the guys are doing, because that ball is traveling.
Yes.
That was a great serve by Priscilla. She's got some awesome power. Nice get.
Great get on Anna's part.
Point.
Anna was still running backwards, trying to hit the ball forward.
I think she might be appealing a bad bounce, but the referee said no.
Point.
Priscilla's really earning some weak returns on her serve, and she's putting them away.
Anna certainly isn't afraid to go on the floor to get a ball. Ooh, we have a hinder there.
Anna's one of the most aggressive players in women's handball. She is not afraid to move into the ball and hit.
Right, there was physical contact there, so we're replaying that point. 14-12 with Anna Christoff still in the lead. Nice dig out of the corner.
Yes, it was.
Sides out.
Nice fist with her left hand.
Point.
I think Priscilla was trying to catch Anna off guard. She had 2 choices when to take that ball, one in the front court, one in the back. She went to the front and made a mistake.
One of the few mistakes we've seen her make in this
One of
match so far.
Very few she's made all year.
Sides
Wow,
out.
what a beautiful kill shot from 38 feet away. Priscilla Shumate.
On the shot meter, 38.
You see Priscilla take a lot of straight kills, and Anna takes a lot of corner kills. Just a difference in style.
Right. Priscilla's got some catching up to do, though, and it looks like she's doing it. Beautiful kill shot to the left.
Not too much defense for that.
But watch the setup here now. Anna gives her a pretty good setup, and Priscilla gets herself beautifully positioned, beautiful leg work, and just kills that ball to the bottom board. That's the name of the game in handball, the kill shot.
That'll
Point.
instill some confidence for a future rally, won't it?
Right, and a beautiful passing shot right there in the right power alley by
14.
Priscilla.
Serve 16.
And so she's bringing it a little closer here, 16-14. Anna still in the lead.
Is Anna taking the shot left-handed again
Point.
and gave Priscilla the setup.
Sixteen, 15. And a beautiful passing shot on the left by Priscilla Shumate. That ties it up.
Priscilla's got great passing height, just out of Anna's reach, and Anna's scrambling. Tough serve.
Now taking the lead. Moving ahead in the highlights of the World Handball Championship Women's Division match. 18-16, Priscilla Shumate leading. Hand error. There's Priscilla asking referee John Thrasher Friesen what the score is.
Resume play at 19 serving 16.
There was a quick timeout there by Anna. It's 19-16, and Priscilla has made a remarkable comeback in this first game.
You know, Priscilla did the
Point.
same thing at the Women's Pro Stop last February in Dallas. She did the same thing at Nationals. She did the same thing at Three Walls. Anna was ahead. Priscilla made a
20
tremendous
serving
comeback.
16.
This is game point. Anna Christoff doesn't give up easy. Every point is tough against her. Let's see what happens here. Great shot.
Sides out.
Boy, she's pumped, isn't she?
She's trying to get some momentum. She's trying to get herself pumped up to come back in this game.
16 serving 20. Sides out.
Hand error on Anna's part.
She had an opportunity.
Yes, she did. Priscilla at game point again.
20 serving 16.
Here's game point once more. Oh, beautiful get by Anna Christoff. Boy, she can dive for those balls. And look at that.
A double whip. Good effort.
Not too many women would try a second time to get that ball, but apparently Priscilla has the coordination and the speed to go for it. Unsuccessfully, as it turned out.
Oh, Anna tried to make the ball rebound away from Priscilla, and it caught the sidewall and came right to her.
So Priscilla, once again, is at game point. Back wall set up. Another great diving get. But what a beautiful passing shot on the right. Priscilla Shumate making a wonderful comeback and taking the first game. We'll be back with game number 2 of the Women's World Open Singles Championship. And we are back with game 2 of the Women's World Open Singles Championship. The highlights at 6-6. Here's a serve from Anna Christoff.
Point.
Nice shot down the
7,
right out of
serving
Priscilla's
6.
range.
And
Sides out.
there we go with Priscilla and that precision shooting right into the right power alley. Priscilla won the first game, 21-16. There's a hand error by Anna Christoff. Again, we should say it's awfully hard to get that ball coming off the back glass wall. That is a very difficult proposition.
Especially with your offhand.
Especially with the left hand, exactly.
Sides out.
Priscilla's had good success passing down the right. And she does it again. Keep in mind, Anna's got the fastest feet in women's handball right now, and these shots are out of her range. So Priscilla's hitting with perfect angles, perfect height.
And you can see the frustration beginning to mount with Anna Christoff. She threw up her hands there and saying, how do you play this gal?
Anna still has a lot of spring in her legs. She still moves very well the second game.
Anna does a lot of training out of the court.
Sides out.
She's
Good try.
tremendous physical conditioning.
And she
it's
looks it.
obvious, yes.
Wow, look at that. That's amazing. She'll just throw herself on the floor going for that ball. Throwing caution to the wind. That may be one of the reasons she's the top women's player in the game today. Just one of the reasons. She's obviously got a lot of handball talent.
Anna's
out.
moving her feet well,
Right.
but she just keeps hitting it down the middle to Priscilla. And if you keep doing that to Priscilla Shumate, she's going to put the ball away. Priscilla's right hand puts it away.
We should mention that both Priscilla and Anna have husbands who are open level players and who probably train with them. Is that right?
That is right. I know Anna plays Steve, her husband, quite a bit, and Priscilla plays Brian, her husband, quite a bit. In fact, both of them play doubles together with their husbands.
That's got to help.
Yeah, it probably helps the husband's game, huh?
Oh, Anna went in to re-kill Priscilla's kill, and she hit it into the floor.
15 serving 9.
We're watching the highlights of the second game in the Women's Open World Handball Championship match. There's another great shot down the right power alley by Priscilla Shumate.
And that wall didn't move at all.
Point.
I don't know if that's the shot Priscilla really meant to hit. I think she was trying to pass down the right again. It just went low and killed out. It's a great shot.
We'll never know.
Sides out.
That's an example of Anna's power with her non-dominant hand, her left hand. She let it drop and she drilled it.
17-9. Anna Christoff has got to get something going here if she wants to defend her world championship title.
Point.
There she goes. Kill shot. 12-17. You see the front wall camera. You can really see the power these gals put into their shots.
That was a tough shot that came around and went to the glass back wall, but Anna killed it.
And here's Priscilla taking a timeout. Anna on the court, anxiously awaiting Priscilla's return.
10 seconds.
Anna choosing to stay on the court. There's a lot of distractors outside the court. Anna's trying to regroup, refocus, get some momentum. So she's choosing to stay in the court during the timeout.
Ah, so that was her strategy there. Okay.
She's a very intense player.
Yes, she is.
Oh, what a great get by Priscilla Shumate. There's a great example of why Priscilla is the #1 ranked women player in the world today. Anna's playing a desperation game now. She realizes that the championship is hanging in the balance. And there was an incredible shot once again down the right power alley. Anna set up Priscilla with that shot.
You see Anna diving for that ball. She's got to quickly scramble to her feet. Priscilla knows that. She knows she's scrambling. She hits it right down the right. Anna makes a good attempt, but she's not close.
Very impressive footwork on Priscilla's part there, getting into position to hit that shot.
Not too many ceiling shots here.
Not right now.
You know, women's handball has come a long way in a short time, and suddenly we've got several top women players of world-class ability, and they are very exciting to watch, as you can plainly see. Now, this is match point we're watching. Priscilla Shumate serves hard to Christoff's left, and the World Championship is riding on the outcome of this rally. And a mishit by Anna that lets Priscilla set up for a big shot. And she makes it.
Priscilla.
A pass down the right
Great
power
match,
alley.
ladies.
And that's the game
Great
match, and we have a new world champion. That was incredible. Let's watch that in slow motion. Now watch the footwork as Priscilla gets into position to hit this pass shot.
Could have been a hinder if she would have hit her in the back there, but
Let's see it
she
from
went around her.
Let's see it from another angle now. Anna hits the ball, front wall, right side wall. Priscilla down, and this is where the mishit occurs. Anna fists the ball, didn't go where she wanted to. She was trying for a ceiling shot, and look at the footwork here. Look at what happens as Priscilla puts her feet together just perfectly to hit that winning shot. And there you have it, Priscilla Shumate, who this year became the first woman handball player to win all 3 major national tournaments, just put the icing on the cake in a big, big way. There's hubby Brian Shumate with a well-deserved victory hug for handball's newest world champion.
Great. I had a great year, and I was just a little worried. You know, it gets to the end of the year, and there's all this intensity and all the competition here. But I just held it together, and it feels great. I feel awesome. She put the pressure on early. I came back with the pressure, and I think the first game made a huge difference because she knew that I was able to come back. So in the second game, she was never as comfortable as she was in the beginning of the first. So it was really important for me to clinch that first game and get in confident for the second game.
On behalf of my colleagues Leanne Martin and Alan Sherrill, this is Ben Thum saying so long for now.
Great match, ladies.